go to Best Actress. Jessica Chastain for Zero Dark 30. I still say that Zero Dark 30 sounds like the name of a beer. That'll hurt her chin.
Are you buying? Are you buying?
Naomi Watts for The Impossible. Jennifer Lawrence for Silver Linings Playbook. Cuvazon Wallace. What is it, Dean?
Quivazana Wallace.
Quivazana. Okay. For Beasts of the Southern Wild. Emmanuel Riva for Amor. I know. What's the odd person in this category? Is it the 9-year-old or is it Naomi Watts?
Naomi Watts, definitely.
It's actually, I beg to differ. I'd actually say Jessica Chastain.
Wow.
What? Why?
I like Jessica Chastain a lot. I actually think it's not the great performance. I think at least for me, I was led to believe. I actually think Naomi Watts is very good in The Impossible, and I expect her to be.
Chastain may be getting a body of work.
I think you're right there, but I think this is really, and as much as I think Jennifer Lawrence is deserving for missing her in Winter's Bone, and she's excellent in this. This is between the youngest and the oldest nominee. I honestly believe that. This is you can get rid. If Chastain wins for this, it's a shame because I just don't think it's. I think it's a good performance. I don't think it's a great performance. I really do believe that.
So I know, Tony, you had problems with the performance too in Zero Dark 30 because she didn't really portray the killer that.
I admire Jennifer Lawrence. I just have this nagging feeling that she may not win, and Chastain might beat her, deserving or not. I would still say Jennifer Lawrence, but I think Chastain of all the nominees is the most live underdog. But I agree that it's not a great performance, but she certainly carried her weight in the film.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not saying that. I mean.
No, I know you're not. I'm trying to say. I think they could vote for her and still and not feel guilty about it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Dean, you think it's Jessica?
No, I'm sticking with Jennifer Lawrence because Jessica Chastain is great in that movie, I think, and I think that she was perfectly cast. I know, Tony, you had some problems thinking that Rooney Mara, their first choice, might have been better. But I think that would have been a safer choice because everybody now, after Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, expects Rooney Mara to kick everybody's ass. But that's not. I just don't see her allowing herself to be pigeonholed in that category.
But the other thing is the character in Homeland, Carrie, has characterization to spare. I mean, she comes off the screen, she's got so much characterization, and I don't see much characterization in her role at all.
I think the most telling scene in the whole movie is when James Gandolfini's talking to her in the cafeteria, and I think and asking her about her life and everything, and I think that's the most telling scene about the Maya in the whole movie.
Well, essentially, she has no life.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the point of the scene.
She's a female Vincent Hanna.
Yeah.
That's really what she is. I think it's a good performance, but I think compared to Lawrence's performance, but I really do think this might be the year that they, and I think Naomi Watts is very good in The Impossible. I don't care what anybody says. I think she and Ewan McGregor, I think that's actually a very good performance in this movie. Ewan McGregor is very good in that as well.
How would you compare Naomi Watts to Marion Cotillard in Rust and Bone?
Well, I was surprised she wasn't nominated. I do not hate Rust and Bone as much as everyone else did. I actually thought she was very good. I think that killer whale obviously was friends with Bruce Wayne and was really pissed off with her, and went after her. But I thought her performance was very good. And I think I'm really kind of surprised that people are going after Rust and Bone because it's directed by a superb director who made two excellent movies before this. Yeah, a prophet and the beat that my heart skipped, which is a remake of Fingers, for crying out loud. Superb. I think her performance I was surprised because I had to do a double take because I actually thought I heard her name mentioned, and I was like, oh my God, she didn't get nominated, because that was a sure thing supposedly. But I would have been happy with that. But I like to watch performance too. But I think it might really be between the youngest and the oldest here.
Okay, so which one?
Emmanuel.
Okay, the oldest. Okay. Yeah. I'll go with Jennifer Lawrence. So I'm going with Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper for the acting categories. Isn't that something?
No, that's awesome. I mean, they're great. The